Hey there YouTube, this is the guy 4 bringing you a new deck profile on my personal Fire Fists. This deck is consistent, it is powerful, obviously Fire Fists are topping everywhere. I was only running 2 until I recently pulled my 3rd bear, because bear is very hard to get. There was none being traded around my locals. I managed to get trade for 2, one from a friend and another from somebody at locals, and then I pulled my other one not long after that. So like I said, 3 bear. Bear is the MVP of the deck. He sends 1 fire formation, he pops monsters, and then when he deals damage, you get to set a fire formation spell. Double dragon, because I do run the trap setup. The traps are really good. I actually know one of my friends who doesn't, but I do. So double dragon. He's if you activate a fire formation, you just set a fire formation trap. And then gorilla. He's like the spell and trap equivalent of bear. Bear destroys monsters. He destroys back row. That's it for the Fire Fists. Then I run 2 rabbit. And the 6 vanillas. 3 Vorse Raider and 3 Warwolf. I know that some people only run 2 of the second, like one of those 2, but you gotta run all 3. It makes the deck. Triple Tenki, that's another simple necessity. If you're not running triple Tenki, then you're just running a weird build. Triple Tenki, Tenki is your searcher, and then it's an easy ditch card for bear and gorilla. And then Tensu is your extra normal summon, so that it helps you get into overlays turn 1. Double Lance. Lance is amazing in this deck. It protects bear, because bear doesn't, as long as bear can deal damage, like if your opponent activates, like they have 1 back row, you summon bear, it's a bottomless, you go Lance, and then they have a monster. Even if they don't, you're okay with bear being only 800, because you can go bear swing for 8 if they don't have a monster. If they do, just send one of your fire formations, pop it, and then still swing for 8. Because his effect is just when he deals damage, doesn't matter how much. And then the staples: Dark Hole, Reborn, and double MST. I don't run Heavy Storm. I understand it's a necessity sometimes, but I've never found it to be one. At least not in this deck. Then double Tensin, which gives your monsters 700 attack. Well, it gives one of your monsters 700 attack, plus the 300 automatically gives. And double Tenkin. Tenkin protects your monster during the main phase 1. So it's basically like a lance during the main phase 1. And then they also get 300 from this. The fire formation traps all give 300 boost, and the fire formation spells all give 100 boost. So I run both of the trap cards. And then I run double bottomless, double Mirror Force, and double Fiendish Chain. Those are all generic trap cards. I shouldn't have to explain that. Fiendish Chain is up and coming in the new format, because it can help stop the big monsters, especially in a mirror match. Then I have double Call the Haunted, double Starlight, because I do run back row. Like, you should never have less than 3 back row. So Starlight Road's perfect. And then the Solemns. And that is it for the main deck. That is a 42 card main deck, I believe. And we'll go into the extra deck. Extra deck, 2 Stardust for the double Starlight, 1 Shockmaster, one Utopia and Utopia Ray. Like I said, Fiendish Chain is up and coming in this format, so it's perfect if your opponent Fiendish Chains that Utopia. You won't really go into Utopia that much unless you're trying to stall. And then you have Tiger King. Triple Tiger King. Tiger King is the main XYZ for this deck. When you summon, you get to set a fire formation, spell, or trap. And then crap, I can't even, you can detach one XYZ material from him to negate all the effects of all face-up monsters currently on the field until the end of your opponent's next turn. And then you go, when he's sent to the grave, you can send 3 face-up fire formation cards to the grave, as well to special summon 2 Beast Warriors in face-up defense with the same attack. This past weekend, I went 3-1 at my locals because I misread his effect. I thought it was just he could send 3, so I only went 3-1 instead of 4-0. I was really upset. So this deck is good. It can top Papal Operative, Roach, Maestro, Dweller, and Cowboy. First turn Cowboy is easy in this deck. And then for the side deck, simple stuff, nothing too big. Double Veiler. Double D-Fissure, because you're okay with your monsters going to the grave, because you're going to be going into overlays a lot more than anything. Plus you'll have Lance if they have any back row. And Macro won't work in here because you have to send your fire formation to the grave in order to get their effect. So Macro won't work, but D-Fissure will. So it can hurt, like Dark Worlds and Exectors, which are kind of a bad matchup. And then double Prohibition, an extra MST, and 2 Dust Tornado. Great for mirror matches, because if you run into someone who's doing Fire Fist, if you MST the 10 key as soon as you activate it, or just do Dust Tornado on it, they won't get that search. Shadow Imprisoning and Light Imprisoning, 2 of each. And last 2 Gozen match. I'm probably going to be taking these out for Thunder Kings when I can pick them up again. I just traded my last 2 to a friend so he can make a deck. So I no longer have Thunder Kings. Thunder Kings, even though I run Tenki in here, you can still run Thunder King efficiently just to lock down your opponent, because you don't need Tenki. You have that extra normal summon with Tensu. And then that's pretty much it. Plus the rabbit play, you have multiple attributes with the rabbit play, so that's not really good to go into. That is it. This is again my Fire Fist deck profile. I want some comments, I want some views. I recently put up some one duel against my friend Dennis and his windups. So I'm going to try to put up some more duels against some other people, and we'll go from there. Subscribe, like, comment, and this is the guy out.